Today on Bits, we're going to talk about vinyl cutters. I'm calling this machine a vinyl cutter, but machines in this category can cut all sorts of different materials. The big difference between this and a normal printer is that instead of a print head, these machines have a tool that can be changed out. Typically this is a knife, and one of the big important things is that that knife can actually spin. As the print head changes directions and the material moves in and out of the machine, the blade needs to be able to pivot so that it can cut in every direction. There are a lot of different types of knives and tools that can go in these machines. That's all dependent on the specific model that you have. The machine I have is actually pretty old, but the functionality is almost identical to even current machines that are coming out right now. Most of the machines in this category can cut things like vinyl and paper, but some of the bigger machines can actually do things like thin leather, thin wood, or magnet material. Within the thinner materials, you can cut out paper to make custom cards and decorations, or you can cut out vinyl to make stickers, masks, or stencils. You can use vinyl masks for sandblasting or glass etching, even painting things on, or laying them down to make the positive on a screen for screen printing. I most often use my machine to make custom stickers, and I'll talk about that process in just a minute. But first, let's talk about deciding which machine you need. Most of these machines come with proprietary software, and depending on your design background, that may not be what you want. Luckily, some of them do have plugins for programs like Illustrator and CorelDRAW. Another big consideration is the size. Most of these will let you roll vinyl in and out of the machine, so length of material is not an issue, but they do come in different widths. Typically, these machines are 9 to 12 inches across, but make sure to look at all the options. Depending on what you want to make, you may need something smaller or something bigger. Now that we've talked a little bit about the machines, let's go through the process of making a vinyl sticker so you can see it in action. First, you're going to start in your preferred design software. I use Illustrator, but there are a lot of options that are free, like Inkscape. Once you've got your design ready, export it out to something like an SVG file. SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics, and it's kind of a universal design language that just about any printer or any machine can understand. Once you've got your SVG file, you need to import it into the software that goes with your machine. For my specific machine, I've got a load and unload button to help me get the vinyl into the machine. And once that's loaded in, I just hit print. After that, the print will happen, and this consists of the blade moving back and forth while the material moves in and out of the machine, and it cuts through the vinyl but not through the backing material. After the cut is complete, I unload that from the machine and cut the piece off of the roll. Next is a step called weeding, and this is removing any of the unwanted vinyl from your sticker. Now this is typically the pieces on the inside of letters or just the area around the thing that you actually want to be the sticker. Sometimes these pieces can be hard to get a hold of, so you may want to use the very tip of an X-Acto knife to pick them up and peel them away. Now if you've only cut out a single piece here, you can pretty much peel it up and you've got your sticker complete. But if you have multiple pieces that are not connected, you want to move those at the same time to their final destination. And to do this, you want to use something called transfer tape. This is essentially a roll of really low adhesive masking tape. Just cut a piece about the same size as your final sticker, then peel off the backing of the tape and lay it on top of your sticker, being sure not to leave any air bubbles in there. A lot of times, if you order a sticker from someone, you'll get it in this state. The sticker is sandwiched in between the transfer tape and the backing. But when you're ready to apply the sticker, you just peel apart those two pieces and the sticker will be on the back of the transfer tape. Before you lay this down on its final location, be sure to clean that surface really well, because once you stick it, it is there to stay. But if you're not sure that you can get it stuck correctly on the first try, there is a little trick to help you adjust it. Before you stick the sticker down, get a spray bottle with some water and add 1 drop of dish soap to it. Spray lightly onto the surface that you're going to put the sticker on, then lay the sticker on top of that wet surface. Once you've got your sticker adjusted exactly where you want it, use a squeegee to get rid of any air bubbles and excess water behind the sticker. Once this is in place and completely dry, you can peel off the transfer tape and your sticker is finished. Now there's a decent chance that you might still have an air bubble underneath your sticker at this point, and that's okay. You can use the squeegee again to push from the center of the sticker to the outside edge, and typically you'll be able to push that air bubble out and get a nice flat sticker. But if you can't get rid of that bubble, you can also poke it with a needle to let the air come out, and then you can press it down. If you've used a vinyl cutter before and you've got some tips and tricks or maybe some other uses that we haven't talked about, please leave those down in the comments and we can all learn together. Big thanks to Mortal Kombat 11 for sponsoring this episode of Bits. We've got a whole playlist of other episodes that you may want to check out, and we'll be back really soon with a new project video. See you then.